So we have reached up to this equation. This is classical simple equation. V is equal to u plus at. That means final velocity is initial velocity plus acceleration into time. So this final velocity of electron is equal to initial velocity. Initial velocity is simply velocity just after the collision plus acceleration into time. Acceleration because there is some electric field, hence there would be some acceleration. So this final velocity would be higher than this initial velocity. This is small vi, this is capital Vi. So we are more concerned about this final velocity because this initial velocity we know previously we calculated this was 0 because in absence of electric field this term goes to 0 if there is no electric field, and this Vi is equal to capital Vi, and we have previously seen that since this is completely random this also goes to 0. So average velocity is 0. So let us see what happens next. Now the average velocity of electrons at time t is average of all Vi's. So this is for ith electron. Now we will take average of all of these. The average of Vi's, this small Vi is 0. That we know that only in electric field this Vi will give a non-zero result because average of this Vi will go to 0 because total motion is random. This Vi. So if there is electric field only then we get this non-zero value. If it is also 0 then average value of Vi is also 0. So similarly we have to take the average of time as well. So what is the average of times is tau. What is tau? Tau is the average time between successive collisions. So since there are a large number of electrons and every electron is taking different time in two collisions. So similarly as in gas theory we are taking an average number which is tau. Tau is called relaxation time. It is the average time. Suppose this electron suffers 3 collisions in different times. This is T1, this is T2, this is T3. So the average is tau, but this is only for one electron and this tau is for n electrons. So for n number of electrons, the average duration between collisions or average time between successive collisions is called relaxation time and denoted by tau. So now let us see what happens. So our equation is capital Vi is equal to small vi minus E upon m. So this was our equation into time. This was Ti. Now what is the value? Since this Ti is for only for ith, so average value of Ti is tau. Average value of this time is tau. So this is Ti average. This remains same because we cannot change the electronic charge and mass of electron as well as external electric field we cannot change. So this remains same, and this Vi, average of Vi is equal to capital Vi average. So we have taken the average of all of them. See here E by M is in normal letters because I said previously that these are not vector quantities, these are scalar quantities. Only this E, V, these are vector quantities. Now what they are trying to say, this average of capital Vi is Vd, which is called drift velocity. So this tau is relaxation time. Thus averaging equation 3.16, this was the equation and we are averaging this over the n electrons. For a large number of electrons we are averaging it, and this is the new equation where Vd is the drift velocity. So Vd is average of this Vi equal to this, and this is equal to average of this Vi, small vi minus E upon m into Ti average. So again we know average of this number is 0. So simply 0. Now E upon m into average of Ti is tau. So this Vd is simply equal to minus E by m E into tau. So this is drift velocity. Drift velocity because electrons are colliding as well as moving forward. So this is called drift velocity. So this is very important equation, drift velocity. This last result is surprising. Why it is surprising? It tells us that electrons move with an average velocity which is independent of time. So here we can see that electrons are moving with an average velocity Vd, which is called drift velocity, and it is independent of time. Why? Because this tau is average. Although electrons are accelerated, but they are moving with an average velocity which is independent of time. Why? Because they are suffering collision. After each collision there is some time which is called relaxation time, and due to these collisions this is a constant kind of number, an average velocity. So even though there was an acceleration, but electrons are moving with a constant velocity. Why? Because every time electrons are colliding with ions and their time, acceleration time is quite fixed, which is relaxation time. This phenomena of drift and the velocity Vd in this equation is called drift velocity. So this drift velocity is quite important. Many a times in the question paper this question comes that what is the drift velocity for an electron in a conductor when there is an electric field. If there is no electric field, the drift velocity would be 0 because electric field is also 0. But as soon as we apply some electric field E, external electric field, there would be some drift velocity. Even though motion of the electrons would be random, but slowly there would be some difference between, let this electron start from A point, so there would be some difference without electric field and in presence of electric field in the final ending point. Slowly some motion we will see towards the positive terminal of the conductor. We will see some motion towards the positive terminal of the conductor. So this is called drift motion. So random plus overall there is some movement towards the positive terminal. Now let us see this case. This is the length. Length is delta x, which is simply Vd into delta t. Let's say the electric field is applied. Since electric field is in this direction, this would be the positive terminal, this would be the negative terminal, and these are electrons. Electrons are moving towards the positive terminal or opposite to the electric field. Since electrons are moving from left to right, so that we can consider it just positive charge carriers are moving from this side to this side. So motion of positive charges are from right to left, which is the direction of electric field. So the direction of current is always the direction of movement of positive charge carrier, which is parallel to the electric field. Now current in a metallic conductor, the magnitude of current density in a metal is the magnitude of charge contained in the cylinder of unit area and length Vd. So let us see what they are trying to say by this. Now let us take this conductor. This conductor has an area A, length is delta x, this length is delta x. Some external electric field is applied, which is E. So this terminal is negative, this terminal is positive, and with the influence of this external electric fields, electrons are moving from this left side to right side. This is the picture of this conductor. Drift velocity is Vd and it takes time delta t from this side to in moving from this side to this side.